Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Mashable Pakistan Lab, a podcast by Mashable Pakistan. I am Fatma Arif and I'm the editor of the platform. Today, our guest is Sadaf Abid. She doesn't really need an elaborated introduction. Everybody is familiar with her amazing work that she's been doing. She is the founder of Circle, an association, a social entrepreneur organization that is helping women in Pakistan to, enter the field of tech, enterprise, and be a bit more, self-sufficient. She is also known to be the brains behind Kashaf Foundation. She was part of that organization from when it was just a pilot project, and now she has seen the transformation that the work, that the microfinance work the organization does in the country. So, hello and welcome, Sadaf. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Fatma. Thank you to Mashable for having me.
So let's just dive in. First question: when did you decide that social enterprise and the tech world was something that you were going to work on?
So, Fatma, I actually grew up in small towns in different parts of the country. My dad was in the army. So I had a big sort of love for the country and I wanted to give back. I went for my master's to the US, to Mount Holyoke, which is a women's college. It took me a year to convince my dad to allow me to go because he thought I'm too young, America bahut dur hai, masters ke liye jao, abhi na jao. So in hindsight, I always say I must have been quite determined that I didn't give up because उस ज़माने में इतनी ज़्यादा लड़कियां नहीं पाती थी. And when I was at Mount Holyoke, my first internship actually was with Asma Jahangir at the Human Rights Commission and at her AGHS legal aid cell. And I still remember going to Multan and I visited the jail over there and I saw the women and I interviewed them. And I also went to their shelter home. तो मेरे अंदर I guess शुरू से एक शौक था कि I want to work in the development sector. I want to do something there, but I was not very clear कि मैंने किस field में जाना है और क्या करना है. And when I graduated, so I started working with Shahid Kardar, who's been the former State Bank governor also, and we would do projects for Asian Development Bank and World Bank on the social sector, evaluating them. There was a big education survey we did in Pindi, in Bahawalpur, और हम slums में गए थे. And that was my first experience as like a young 21-year-old going out in slums and कच्ची आबादीज. और मुझे idea भी नहीं था कि ये exist करती हैं. And I was so shocked. And that's where I realized that actually also in terms of education, everyone wants to educate their children, but quality itni poor hai, infrastructure itna poor hai. तो ये सब मसले मैंने देखे और फिर मैंने 1.5 साल ये काम किया but then it was a bit frustrating as a young person because you're writing reports, you're sending analysis, but आपको तब्दीली नहीं नजर आ रही. It's a very slow process with these big organizations. Everyone was very impressed that I was working as a consultant for the World Bank. The pay was good, but वो जो होती है ना satisfaction वो नहीं थी. So that's where actually I spoke to my boss. I consulted him and he was wonderful and he said, check out Kashf. And that's how I stumbled on Kashf. And as I say, I had no idea I'm becoming an entrepreneur, let alone a social entrepreneur. Because social entrepreneurs वो हैं जो challenges को देखते हैं society में और सोचते हैं कि इसको हम कैसे address कर सकते हैं. What are the solutions? What are the possibilities? And they apply business principles to it. So, that was really exciting to join the Kashf team. I was the 7th team member. We were in 2 small rooms, Firozpur Road pe, and we had only 100 clients at that time. So I ended up then spending 12 years with Kashf, जो कि आज की दुनिया में तो काफी unusual होगा because people move on really fast, right?
Yeah.
But it was so gripping and it was so rewarding, and that's where I saw firsthand that investing in women is the best economic venture. When women grow, families prosper, and पूरी communities जो हैं वो आगे move करती हैं. So those 12 years were really powerful in terms of leadership insights. How do you scale? How do you grow an enterprise? मसले क्या आते हैं शुरू में? Challenges बहुत सारे आते हैं. And आप एक organization को कैसे develop कर सकते हैं?
So talking about Kashf, because my next question was going to be about, how did you end up with being one of the founding members of Kashf? तो उसपे जो आपने you mentioned you spent 12 years there, and from you seeing it from a pilot project to growing it as a full scale social enterprise organization that everybody in the country knows about now. So वो जो process है, just talk a bit about that, कि उसकी या key learnings क्या थे, या जो आप लोगों ने कशफ में जो micro financing का जो model है, how did that come about? Because it's something that everybody sort of looks up to.
It's a great question, Fatma. So basically, we were pioneers in bringing the concept of financial services for women or targeting services towards women and really thinking कि एक औरत को अगर हम फाइनेंस देना चाहते हैं तो उसके लिए हमें कैसे सोचना पड़ेगा, उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स कैसे सिंप्लीफाई होनी चाहिए, उसमें पेपर वर्क क्या होना चाहिए, प्रोसेसेस. सो आई थिंक एक तो ये था कि टेकिंग अ वेरी कस्टमर सेंट्रिक अप्रोच, पुटिंग योर कस्टमर एट द सेंटर. कोई भी आप स्टार्टअप में अगर काम करें ये बहुत जरूरी है टू अंडरस्टैंड योर कस्टमर्स नीड्स एंड रियली हैव क्यूरियोसिटी अबाउट इट. बिकॉज होता ये है कि हम अपने व्यूज से स्टक हो जाते हैं एंड वी हैव टू कीप अडेप्टिंग एंड इटरेटिंग. सो आई थिंक एक ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लेसन था जो हमारी ग्रोथ में विच रियली हेल्प्ड. एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर फातिमा के जब हमारे तकरीबन 400 क्लाइंट्स थे, 300-400, और हमने एक स्ट्रेटेजिक प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज की और हम एक दिन निकाल के किसी लोकल होटल में गए और हमने कहा लेट्स थिंक अहेड, लेट्स प्लान फॉर नेक्स्ट 5 years. तो आई स्टिल रिमेंबर हमारे जो बोर्ड मेंबर और मेंटर खावर अंसारी, ही इज नॉट विद अस एनी मोर एंड ही प्लेड सच एन इंस्ट्रूमेंटल रोल in Kash and in my own personal life. He's a mentor to me. So he said, think big, think big. और हम जो थे, we stretched ourselves and we came up with 4,000 clients and that felt so big. And that night I could not sleep. I had no idea कि हम कैसे achieve करेंगे because I'd never seen scale before. I had not seen organizations growing. So I was really concerned as an operations manager कि ये मैं कैसे commitment पूरी करूंगी. And in the same 5 years, we achieved 45,000 clients. And we became the first financially sustainable microfinance organization. Over the years, by the time I left, we were already over 300,000 clients and a network across the country. So I think it was a very inspiring journey. And the lessons were really, you build a model, you keep learning, iterating, you invest in systems and processes. It can't just run on, you have to have manuals, procedures. जब आप छोटे होते हैं, आप 4-5-6-7 लोग सब फैसले कर रहे होते हैं. एक जमाने में मुझे सारी बाजियों के नाम आते थे जुबानी, and it was really nice. But then you can't grow like that. So I think, a lot of good insights. And after that experience, basically, I then went on for my master's. I had an opportunity to go to study while I was at Kash. I had got a scholarship through the British Council, but मैं इतनी involved थी अपने काम में, फिर मैं chief operating officer उस साल बन गई थी, and I really wanted to play a role in the organization's growth. So I regretted that scholarship. और मुझे अभी भी याद है फातिमा कि मैंने एक लेटर लिखा और मैं बड़ी कंफ्यूज थी, मुझे जाना चाहिए, मुझे रहना चाहिए, because my heart was also in our work and what we were doing, and the idea of going to UK and studying was so exciting. तो फिर finally मैंने decide किया कि I should take this on and I want to be a part of growing the organization and leading it to the next level. तो मैंने लेटर लिखा तो मुझे नेक्स्ट डे कॉल आई और उन्होंने कहा कि हम सदफ आबिद से बात कर रहे हैं. एंड आई सेड यस, एंड दे सेड हमें एक लेटर मिला है एंड वी वांटेड टू मेक श्योर कि वो आपने ही लिखा है, क्योंकि पीपल डोंट ऑब्वियसली जस्ट गिव अप स्कॉलरशिप. सो आई सेड टू देम यस, ही लिखा है एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर इट. यस.
But you did then, after becoming I think the CEO, uske baad, you went to Harvard, I think,
Yes.
while you were at Kashif, right?
Yes,
So
actually,
just talk a bit about that. What was that about? What was the degree about?
Yes, so I always wanted to do my master's, and I was very blessed. I applied to Harvard and I applied to MIT Sloan. Harvard mein professor, actually, he's a fully tenured Pakistani professor at Harvard Kennedy School, Asim Khwaja, and he actually encouraged me to apply to Harvard. And I wasn't like, I was like, really, should I apply? And he said, yes, you should. So I said, okay. And I applied, and I still remember when I got my I got a email saying you've been admitted, and I ran down and I told my parents, "Meri admission ho gayi hai." And my mother was like, "That's great, but how will you go? Paise kahan se aayenge?" So Fatma, carried this belief in me throughout this process because I had given up one scholarship. I was so close to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this time maine zarur jana hai. So I just held this belief, like in Three Idiots, that I am, when he's sitting in the classroom, he's loving it, he's smiling,
Right.
Amir Khan. So I would imagine I'm at Harvard, I'm loving it, I love being a student there. And I told my mother, ke inshallah ho jayega. And I held that belief. And, the universe rewarded me. I got a scholarship from Harvard, and that really enabled me to go over there. And it was the best year of my life. The US education system is really brilliant because you see आपको बहुत flexibility मिलती है, आप बहुत सारे चीजें पढ़ सकते हैं. और दूसरा, I think जब आप masters के लिए जाते हैं, you have a lot more experience. I had a lot more experience. The program required at least 10 years experience, and I had colleagues who were much older, and they were 40s, 50s, and they were coming from all over the world, very accomplished people. So one learned so much. And I took some amazing classes at the Kennedy School, at the Education School. I went to the business school at Harvard, then I went to MIT Sloan. तो मुझे तो लग रहा था कि मैं एक हाई पे हूँ एक्चुअली. तो रोज जब मैं अपनी अपार्टमेंट स्टूडेंट yeah, it was just great.
Yeah, because I think when you go after working experience for a master's program, you are not just learning from the instructors. आपका जो ecosystem एक वहाँ पे बना हुआ होता है students का, that also adds to your learning experience. So Harvard and
a class theta I'd like to mention, adaptive leadership, where we all have to present a leadership failure. Somewhere where you have failed and you're still thinking, "Ye kyun hua? Main kya kar sakti thi?" And that was a very powerful experience. So Harvard was an experience that gave me great tools. It gave me great tools, frameworks. It helped me process my own experiences. It helped me understand my blind spots, my triggers, what could I do differently. And also the Kennedy School is quite special because it tells you that, you must play a role in solving problems and challenges of the world. Particularly go back to your country, make a difference. And I think it's with that ethos that I returned back to Pakistan after my Kennedy School experience.
So when you return, instead of going back to the organization that, I'm assuming it was like just like a second home to you, you started Circle. So just talk about uska, because as you said, I think a lot of it stemmed from your experience at Harvard. But when you came back, when you sat down and decided that this is something you're going to start, आपके क्या goals? What were the goals in your mind? अभी भी जो circle है उसके क्या different, एक generic हमने introduction तो दिया है, but what are the 3 hardcore goals that you have in mind and the branches that you work in? What's the entire process uska?
So Fatma, I'll share something with you that, interestingly enough, my journey in setting up Circle was very much iterative. I was really learning by doing and coming up with initiatives and projects. So there wasn't this one big plan कि ये करना है और अगले 3 साल में यहाँ पहुँचना है. I was in Dubai initially for some time, and I was operating from there, and I was coming to Pakistan and Karachi and doing workshops. And I initially started with a project called Elevate. And the idea behind Elevate was to grow women in leadership, to bring more women in jobs, and in leadership roles, in boardrooms. Because when I started going to conferences where I was invited to speak, I noticed, Fatma, that there were very few women speakers, and there were very few women in the audience. And I started noticing there were not too many women in leadership roles. So I was like, what's going on? And then when I looked at the numbers were very low. Less than 2% women in Pakistan are in leadership roles today. So we started this initiative, Elevate, as a campaign to mobilize corporate sector, business sector organizations to commit to gender diversity, to grow their women leaders. Of course, ये एक साल का काम नहीं है, 3 साल का काम नहीं है. You have to have a series of initiatives. And we also even started mapping panels and conferences that what is the women's participation. And if it was a panel with only men, we called it out on social media saying it's a manel, and this eventually became very, very common, and many other people started talking about it, and we built more support for it, which was very exciting. Many other organizations joined in. Then I actually, Fatma, started thinking about, what can I do for women and youth? Now, I thought of youth because 60% of Pakistan is young and there are not enough jobs. And I also found that unfortunately the education system is not meeting their needs very well. So I started seeing कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं. And I also found that women are stuck in low growth, informal, underpaid roles. They're not in the high growth sectors. And what was the high growth sector? Technology. So that's how the idea of Tech Karo emerged. Okay, let's work with the women. Jo even Arye from Leari, Kurangi, from very humble backgrounds, from very underserved communities, and let's upskill them through technology. So we started this project. Engro Foundation and Engro Wopac came in to support us with the initial funding, which was really helpful to incubate the project. Usman Institute of Technology was our partner. और हमने गुलशन इकबाल से ये start किया. And शुरू में people were like, you're not going to find the women. अगर मिल भी गई तो they're going to drop out. और फिर companies नहीं उनको hire करेंगी because tech में जो है, there is a big gap in terms of having women. I mean, even today there are less than 20% women in the tech sector in Pakistan. But this is not just a Pakistani phenomena. This is a global phenomena. Like even Melinda Gates in the US is really working actively on saying we need more women in leadership roles in the tech sector. And why is this important, Fatma? This is important because dekhiye, agar women are not involved as developers, as innovators, as change makers, that means unka perspective missing hai. That means products will not reflect women's needs. That means opportunities are being lost. So there's a huge dividend to society, to communities, if we engage more women and bring them. And our goal is really to build that, generation of coders, digital enthusiasts who can be out there. अब मैं आपके साथ अगर share करूं, under the pandemic, I think we've all seen the power of technology and how important it is. You and I, we're now talking, on this platform. I'm working from home. This entire period under the pandemic, my team and I, we took our entire Tech Karo initiative online, and we did it from home. And I was in Lahore and my team was in Karachi, and I came to Lahore to be with my mom. And, it's been, pehle ye hota tha ki aise nahi ho sakta, and we've seen it can be done. But now there are millions of women in our country who don't have access to technology, who don't have access to mobile phones. अभी हम सक्कर में एक project implement कर रहे हैं. I'm an advisor on this project. And, we are learning that women, young women in Sakkar, for example, उनको हम digital skills दे रहे हैं remotely through Google Meet. उनको पता भी नहीं था Google Meet क्या होता है. And today they're using Google Meet to meet us, to meet my team, to learn basics of smartphones, Google Maps, WhatsApp for business. And it's so liberating and empowering for them. But now when we're coming to Facebook accounts, for example, they're very hesitant. They're saying कि मैं अपने भाई के नाम से ID खोल लूं, मैं अपने अबू के नाम से खोल लूं, मैं अपना नहीं खोल सकती, मुझे इजाजत नहीं मिलेगी. So, there's some real cultural barriers also, which we have to address. And we have to make technology more accessible to our women. And that is how Pakistan will prosper. There's a huge freelancing market. I was in Gilgit-Baltistan just 10 days ago. And I went there especially because Circle wants to start a digital project in Gilgit-Baltistan. अब वहां पे फातिमा educated youth है, masters किए हुए. I was in Gulkin village and I met this lady and I said, मैं आई हुई हूँ, मैं young लोगों से मिल रही हूँ, मैं खवातीन के साथ काम करती हूँ. उन्होंने कहा आप वेट करें, मैं आपको अपनी बेटी से मिलाती हूँ. उनकी बेटी आई तो बेटी से मैंने कहा आप क्या करती हो. उसने कहा जी मैं काराकोरम यूनिवर्सिटी में कंप्यूटर साइंस कर रही हूँ. अब आप सोचें ये वहां का लेवल है, लेकिन जॉब्स नहीं है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं है इतनी. शी सेड वाईफाई अनस्टेबल है. होपफुली आई होप अगले 6 से 1 साल में वहां वाईफाई बेहतर हो जाएगा. एंड वी कैन टेक देम दीज डिजिटल स्किल्स. स्मॉल बिजनेसेस हैं लेड बाय वुमेन, उनका डिजिटल प्रेजेंस नहीं है. आज की दुनिया में everyone needs a digital presence. So that's where Circle wants to play a role. And all of this, as I'm sharing with you my story and journey, कि ये आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इवॉल्व हुए. कोई प्रॉब्लम नजर आई और सोचा इसके लिए क्या किया जा सकता है. फिर लोगों से डिस्कस किया, मेंटर्स से डिस्कस किया, और उस तरह से हमारे प्रोग्राम्स जो हैं वो साथ साथ आए. एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स वी हैव आवर शी लव्स टेक Pakistan competition also. So She Loves Tech is super exciting.
Yeah, but before we talk about She Loves Tech, because I also just did some research and found it very interesting. You mentioned a very good point about the absence of women in the tech industry, because ये question है जो I wanted to discuss with you because you have worked and, as you have said, you have traveled a lot. And वही आपका वाली बात कि this is not just a Pakistani phenomena that women are sort of missing or they are not at an equal percentage as to men when it comes to their involvement. And as you said, कि एक dividend है because उनका perspective नहीं. But and the problems that you just mentioned about कि जी Facebook account खोलना है तो can we have like भाई के account से खोल लें या वो. I think this is something that we faced जब ये SIM card registrations पे ज़्यादा restrictions हुई थी. So there were women, matlab, I don't want to like give a specific segment name to them, but unke paas they were using mobile phones, but it was not in their name. And one of the ideas that वो वहाँ पे तब भी एक issue highlight हुआ था कि because they also don't even have ID cards. So वो वाली चीज है कि cultural issue है. But on this note, I wanted to ask you कि have you seen any change? I'm not saying कि कोई बहुत मतलब एक साल में वो वाली बात ना कि switch on कर दिया और issue जो है वो बिल्कुल 180-degree turn हो गया. But have you seen some improvement कि women are now from the women's perspective opportunities को ढूंढना वो glass ceiling and everything it's difficult. But are women now more inclined to get into tech? Is it as a passion, as an interest?
Fatma, yes. I mean, the results have been amazing. Our experience, we're in our third year of teaching technology, and the results have been so heartening. I mean, I really feel as a country, we need to invest in technology, especially for women. So I'll share with you, for example, Naz, one of our students, she came from Baldia and she had never left her community before. She's only started because we had, classroom classes at that time. तो वो उसकी वजह से उसने ट्रैवल शुरू किया. वो भी उसको घंटा 1.5 घंटा लगता था पहुंचने में. We had a partnership with Kareem which helped girls pool resources and come together, which enabled her. And after graduating, so एक तो हमारे प्रोग्राम में we also teach life skills. देखिए, एक चीज हमें रियलाइज करनी है कि पाकिस्तान की लड़कियों में बहुत टैलेंट है, लेकिन हमें उनको सपोर्ट करने की जरूरत है, एक इकोसिस्टम बनाने की जरूरत है. सो लाइफ स्किल्स में हमने कॉन्फिडेंस कवर किया, रिजिलियंस, ability to have conversations, what is good communication, how do I engage my family in my dreams, because if I don't share my dreams with them, big decisions will be made where I may not be included. So इस तरह की बातें आप करें और मेंटर्स के साथ इंटरैक्ट करें, इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ इंटरैक्ट करें. So इस सब एक्सपोजर के बाद Naz was able to get a job, and under the pandemic she's been working remotely, and she's working using Slack, Zoom, and all these channels, which she didn't know before. So there have been some amazing stories. Similarly, Somya, I met her 2 years ago, and I asked her at Usman Institute, हमारी student थी, how's your class? And Somya says to me, I love coding. I said, really? And she said, yes, I wake up thinking of code and I sleep thinking of code. I was like, whoa, this is amazing. This is a young woman. She's a teacher. She had no idea about coding. And she said to me, कि आपको पता है मैं पहली दफा जब आई, मैंने Facebook पे सर्कल का देखा प्रोग्राम टेक करो, मैंने कहा मैं भी ट्राई करती हूँ because as a teacher मैं अपनी तनख्वाह बेहतर करना चाहती थी. I came and she said I got scared. I thought I don't know if I can take the test. And then she said I saw other young women and I thought if they are taking the test, I must try also. So, it's about increasing our numbers. It's about creating safe spaces. It is about creating innovation. All our instructors are women. And why are we doing that? Because we want to create a safe space. We want women to have role models. Now, one of my Tech Karo project managers is Tuba Mohsin, and she is a software engineer. And she works with us, and she also has a full-time software engineering role, which she does during the day. And she's the only woman in the entire team. So that's hard. I mean, imagine for a young woman, in your mid-20s, and you're the only woman. It is challenging. Similarly, हमारे cohorts के लिए भी बहुत challenging होता है. वो पहली दफा एक work environment में जाते हैं जहाँ पे ज़्यादा male हैं. But we all need to learn how to engage with each other, and that's why we also have 30% men in our classroom. And I'll share something very interesting with you. I did a focus group with the men, and I asked them, आपको कैसा लगा एक ऐसी क्लास में जिसमें majority खवातीन थी. तो एक लड़के ने मुझे कहा कि मैम मैं पहली दफा जब आया क्लास में तो मैंने इतनी सारी लड़कियां देखी, तो मैंने कहा ये क्या कर रही हैं यहाँ पे. And he's like, I have never seen any woman in my life कि वो कंप्यूटर पे काम करे, मेरी फैमिली में कोई काम नहीं करता, let alone कोई कंप्यूटर पे कुछ कर रहा है. And he said, अब मैंने realize किया है, after I'm in this class, while we're graduating, that there are girls in this class who are smarter than the boys. So, changing attitudes and mindset of men is also very important. Men and women both need to respect each other and to recognize each other's strengths and to work as a team. That's how a family becomes strong, that's how a community becomes strong, and that's how nations grow. And यही हमारा पैगाम हमारे फाउंडर उनका भी है, जिन्ना, Muhammad Ali Jinnah.
So what you just talked about not just gave an impression, but it shows the importance of mentorship and how mentor and mentees का जो एक sort of, not to sound like it's sort of repetitive, but वो जो ecosystem एक बहुत important है, for not just for the IT profession, but for any profession. But this is something I think that we lack, and not just from the mentees perspective, because there are young professionals, as you said, 60% Pakistan mein jo hai, it's youth, and they are looking for some guideline ke jo bhi with everything that's happening to somehow, be prosper and koi unko jagah mil jaye excel karne ke liye. But from the mentor's perspective, ke people generally are not really interested in becoming a mentor. Like, because as a mentor, aapko kuch, you have to give time, you're sort of giving back without actually any, उसमें कोई gains आपके लिए नहीं होते, कोई financial gains नहीं होते. So how important is that to have that mentorship का ecosystem, and how is, because you have mentioned your own mentors and how that have helped, in your own professional arc. So just talk about its
Yes.
importance here.
So I think Fatma, mentors are very important, and it really opens up things for you because आपको कोई है, एक तो it's a trusting relationship. It's someone who cares for you genuinely and who wants you to succeed. Now, I think in today's busy world, to have someone like that who's on your side is itself such a great feeling. Because someone is there to listen to me. Someone I can call up and say, I'm stuck. मुझे ये problem हो रही है. What should I do? I think we all need to build this network of mentors. 2 mentors, 3 mentors, you're blessed. It can really make a huge difference. And yes, people are very busy, and life has become very demanding. But I think there are people out there who are willing to mentor also, who are willing to take time out because they see that it creates value. And especially startup space में अब mentoring का बहुत concept शुरू हो गया है. Because you see, as an experienced person, one realizes कि अगर हम जब शुरू में थे, कितने issues आए, challenges आए, failure हुआ, तो आप कुछ चीजें accelerate कर सकते हैं by having a mentor. So this is being really encouraged all over Pakistan. जो incubation centers हैं, उनके पास mentors होते हैं, rosters होते हैं. So people are taking time out. And इसमें मैं ये कहूँगी कि you see, mentoring relationship को आप constructively use करें, build on those relationships. You can even go to a seminar. आजकल चले virtual हो रहे हैं, but आप किसी से सवाल पूछें, ask a good question that leaves an impression. The person will keep you in their mind. Drop an email to someone with asking for advice. Write concisely, be specific. People will respond. So use people's time well. अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कैसे कराना है, अगर आपने मेंटरिंग रिलेशनशिप बनानी है. अब देखें, कई लोग हमारे कल्चर में, हम कम्युनिकेशन में मुझे फील होता है बहुत इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं. बहुत लंबी करके लोग बातें करते हैं, आई मीन अटेंशन जो है वो लूज हो जाती है. तो आप गेट टू द पॉइंट. व्हाट आर यू ट्राइंग टू से? व्हाट इज योर स्टार्टअप? व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम यू आर वर्किंग ऑन? व्हाट सपोर्ट यू नीड? You do that, you will find people will respond. So I'm all for mentorship. Find a mentor.
इसी से connected, and I think अभी हमने पहले भी mention किया था, She Loves Tech. It's a very interesting competition. आप उसका, and I think एक उसका session जो है वो भी it's ongoing. उसका कोई you guys are in the semi-final or some उस तरह की किसी stage पे हो आप लोग. So just talk about it. You talk about it because I also got to know कि इस दफा जो है, as everything else was happening virtually, you did this मतलब सारा competition जो है virtually जो हुआ है. So उसका क्या, what this is it an annual thing? उसके क्या result है? And any ideas is during this session जो आपको बड़ा आपको click किया हुआ है कि these are one of the good ideas जो finalist हैं. What's the क्या mix है? किस तरह के projects आ रहे हैं?
तो फातिमा, एक तो ये मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि शीला's tech is really sort of our sort of thinking on कि how can we build an ecosystem for women startups and especially women startups using technology and showcase them. तो ये 4 साल पहले शुरू हुआ था और इसकी भी अगर मैं आपको स्टोरी बताऊं, इट्स सो इंटरेस्टिंग. मैं मलेशिया में थी, आई वाज अ कीनोट स्पीकर और वहां पे शीला's टेक की जो फाउंडर हैं उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि सदफ, वुड यू लाइक टू ब्रिंग शीला's टेक टू पाकिस्तान? आई एम जस्ट स्टार्टिंग दिस आउट and would love to have Pakistan as a partner. And I said yes. और फातिमा, मेरे पास कोई प्लान नहीं था, मेरे पास कोई टीम नहीं थी, कोई बजट नहीं था. And I just said yes, and it was a big responsibility because आप अपनी country को represent करना के लिए जा रहे हैं. जी, लेकिन it gave me a lot of inspiration because I felt it was the right thing for Pakistan. अब काफी इस चीज पे conversations हो रही हैं, competition में भी आप खवातीन को देखेंगे, लेकिन शीला's Tech is really the premier flagship event of the country which is showcasing women startups using technology. और इसके थ्रू हम चाह रहे हैं कि हम इंस्पायर करें thousands of young women को कि वो भी इस फील्ड की तरफ आए, वो अपने आप पे यकीन करें, वो अपने वतन का ख्वाब बनाने में आगे बढ़े, क्योंकि इफ अ वुमन रियलाइजेस हर ड्रीम, हर बिजनेस प्रॉस्पर्स, जॉब्स आर क्रिएटेड एंड ग्रोथ विल हैपन, पाकिस्तान विल प्रॉस्पर. तो इस सोच से स्टार्ट किया था और पहले साल सिर्फ 1 राउंड हुआ, दूसरे साल हमने 3 राउंड्स किए, पिछले साल हमने 5 राउंड्स किए. और इसमें एक और फातिमा अहम चीज है कि माय टीम एंड आई 2 साल वी ट्रैवल बाय ट्रेन and public transport all across Pakistan to host these rounds because we wanted to give the message that women and girls should believe in themselves. They should come out, take public spaces. And I still remember last year हम जब फैसलाबाद रुके चाय के लिए, तो हम ट्रेन रुकी तो मैं चाय के लिए उतरी, मेरी टीम भी थी. तो चाय वाले ने मुझे कहा आप फॉरेन से हैं? तो मैंने उसे कहा नहीं, मैं तो पाकिस्तान से हूँ. फिर मैंने सोचा ये तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है कि मैं फॉरेन से हूँ. So let me explain to him what we're doing. So I explained to him कि ये competition है खवातीन के लिए, हम इसलिए जा रहे हैं. तो उसने कहा जी मैम, मेरी बेटी है महानूर, मैं चाहता हूँ कि उसका बेहतर फ्यूचर हो, इसलिए मैंने आपसे पूछा, और क्या मैं आपका नंबर ले सकता हूँ ताकि महानूर आपको कॉल कर सके. I mean, in a sense, he wanted Manur to have a mentoring relationship.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And then Manur was doing WhatsApp with me and asking me, "Aap kya kar rahi hain?" Then I gave her the links of the competition. Then she started following them. 2 months later, her father called me up and said, "Ma'am, मैं आपको बताना चाहता था, Manur की college में admission हो गई है फैसलाबाद में." So I said, आपकी मुझे इतनी खुशी हो रही है कि आपने उसको support किया. Now देखिए, अगर competitions like this can inspire women and girls and fathers and families, that's a big contribution. Pakistan has only 25% women in the formal economy, one of the lowest in the region. So we have to increase women's participation. And this year we went online. So COVID, it gave an opportunity. I always believe कि हर crisis में कुछ opportunity भी आती है, मुश्किल वक्त भी होता है लेकिन opportunity भी आती है. तो हमने जो है अपने सारा plan online move किया. And this gave us the opportunity to go to Sakhar, to go to Faisalabad, Multan, Gilgit-Baltistan. I went physically to Gilgit-Baltistan to also meet people, to meet our local partners. And it's been amazing, we built partners all across the country. We held these 10 rounds. और अब 14 startups जो हैं, वो इस Friday और Saturday 6 to 9 p.m. Zoom पे और Facebook Circle Women के Facebook पेज पे ये लाइव जाएगा, वो पिच करेंगी to an amazing group of judges. And ये जो 15 startups हैं फातिमा, we have made them go through several coaching and capacity building workshops. So they have gone through workshops by Google on how to pitch. They have gone through a leadership and team building workshop. They're going through a design thinking program, and they have 1 to 2 mentors attached to them. So, this is the power when you have an ecosystem and you're creating networks. Habib Bank has been our partner for 3 years, और उन्होंने ऑफर किया है कि जो फाइनलिस्ट होंगे उनके नेटवर्क्स अगर उनको सपोर्ट कर सकें वो करेंगे. Unilever has come in with a cash prize. So that is amazing, 300,000 rupees for the winner. Plus, they're also wanting to coach and support the winning teams. So this is our effort कि हम private sector companies को लेके आएं. UNDP is our partner for last 2 years. They're there to support and show their commitment to women and inclusion and youth. So this is very important. This is what we're trying to do कि mentors को लेके आएं, जजेस आए, इन्वेस्टर्स देखें, प्राइवेट सेक्टर की कंपनीज आए, ताकि हमारी खवातीन जो हैं वो आगे बढ़ सके. एंड हमारी उम्मीद ये है, आई मीन नाउ इट्स बीन वॉच्ड बाय थाउजेंड्स ऑफ women across Pakistan, and I hope with Mashable support this word will go out and many more viewers will come and hear these pitches and encourage these women-led startups, because they need to be encouraged and celebrated. So this Friday and Saturday, I hope we will have many more viewers on Circle Women page. And then the winner from Pakistan, she gets to represent Pakistan on a global stage with 30 plus countries. So that is super exciting. And since last 3 years, we have actually had our winners go physically to China, जहाँ पे पूरा एक boot camp होता है, workshops होती हैं, meetups होते हैं, networking opportunities होती हैं. Last year, I was also with the finals. Last year's final, Yishil Khan, her startup DotMind, she's a software engineer. She and her team have made a head gadget that uses AI to detect attention deficit disorder in children. And they also use AI and gaming to help them, manage this. So that's very exciting. She's in the process of manufacturing and looking at ways to grow her startup. आपने पूछा और कौन सी स्टार्टअप्स मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगती हैं. आई मीन देयर सेवरल, देयर आर सम हु आर कमिंग फ्रॉम स्मॉलर टाउन्स एंड दे आर क्रिएटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म जहां खवातीन अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को लेके आ सकते हैं एंड दे गेट मोर एक्सेस टू मार्केट्स. इस किस्म की हैं. टू मोर सोफिस्टिकेटेड वंस ऑल्सो. एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टार्टअप है आगाही के नाम से, which is looking at the issue of harassment and how we can have hotspots identified, again using AI and technology, ताकि खवातीन and even policy makers are better equipped कि कौन से hotspots हैं, क्या किया जा सकता है. तो एक वो उस पे काम कर रही हैं. Scary Ammi is another very interesting startup in our finals. She is creating a platform for mothers, where mothers can ask questions, they can get counseling, they can get products, and her platform is growing rapidly. That's very exciting. Then Arpos is another startup जो कि actually medical field में है. उन्होंने एक gadget बनाया है जिनके through surgery में invasiveness कम हो रही है. So there are lots of interesting इस तरह की चीजें. Of course कुछ markets early stage हैं, हमें वहाँ support भी करना पड़ता है. तो इसीलिए हम शीला स्टेक के अंदर बहुत सारी workshops भी कर रहे हैं, जो कि are about like, let's say Fatma, you think I want to start a startup. How do I go about it? उसके first steps क्या हैं, उसका next क्या है, funding कहाँ से आती है. तो इस तरह की भी हम workshops कर रहे हैं. हम digital boot camps भी कर रहे हैं. हमारी एक workshop का नाम है Get Friendly with Code. So if I'm, afraid of coding and technology, I take that 1 hour, 2 hour workshop. So ये हम भी कर रहे हैं. इससे we're reaching out to thousands of young women and youth.
Interesting. So that's very interesting, and I hope we'll get to meet some of maybe the winners or the finalists as well, and we'll have them on our podcast as well.
That'll be lovely. We'd love to.
So we'll just switch to some of the questions that we have received from social media. I think some of them you already covered, but if you have like anything else to add. This is a very interesting question, and I'm surprised why did I think of it. It's like, do you need a formal degree to get involved in social enterprise? Because business degree में वही MBA is more popular, and जब MBA कर लेते हैं तो फिर वो यही होता है कि जी आपने किसी MNC, your biggest achievement is कि आप MNC में जाके जो है ना कि एक अच्छी सैलरी पे आप जो है कि ना आप लग गए. So do you really need a degree?
So ये मेरी अम्मी की भी ये ख्वाहिश थी कि मैं किसी मल्टीनेशनल में चली जाऊँ या बैंक में चली जाऊँ. She was very disappointed when I didn't go to any. My father was a big supporter. So I think एक तो ये है कि families को convince करना एक challenge रहता है इस में, especially हमारे मुल्क में. But you don't need a degree. You don't need a degree. I studied economics and international relations, so there was some development focus. But I think what you need is a passion. You need a passion in this field because it's not easy. Let me tell you that. ये वो desk job नहीं है. इसमें आपको थोड़ा सा जो है निकल के आपको लोगों से interact करना है. उसमें comfort zone नहीं है. Especially अगर आप startup में जा रहे हैं तो आपकी unpredictability भी है. छोटी टीम है, बहुत सारे काम करने हैं. So hours भी लंबे हो सकते हैं. And social enterprise में भी एक लगन की जरूरत है, एक passion की जरूरत है. It has to excite you. So I think that's what's more important. Ask yourself what makes me enthusiastic? What do I enjoy? What conversations enjoy? What problems do I want to solve? What problems bother me and I want to solve? And then see if you can bring in technology in it, because technology is such a great enabler. So I think that's more, of course, agar aapne development studies padhi hai, development economics, these kind of things can help you. But you know, आजकल की दुनिया में आप वो articles पढ़ सकते हैं, ये चीजें कर सकते हैं, podcast सुन सकते हैं. You don't need a degree.
So next question, I think we touched upon it extensively as well, but they have like the person has like framed the question in a very interesting way. It can we say that there is a tech ecosystem that is like women oriented? Because ecosystems का term जब से ये startup culture हमारा जरा पाकिस्तान में and digital with digital Pakistan and everything बढ़ा है, ecosystem is a word that's used a lot. वो jargon sort of एक बन गया है. So can we now claim that there is an ecosystem which is like women focused and it's tech focused?
I think it's emerging. It's emerging. I don't think we're quite there. And overall, even the startup scene is still early stage and it's emerging. But I think एक recognition आ रही है. जिस तरह अब लोग सोचेंगे अगर you know from everything like mentors जो हैं उसमें क्या female mentors हैं कि नहीं है, judges हैं उसमें female mentors हैं कि नहीं है. You know, I mean, there are startups that are working, for example, on the menstruation issue, you know, and solving it. Now, it helps, of course, if there's a woman on the panel who can who also understands these issues and points. So I think एक recognition हो रही है. बहुत सारे incubation centers इस तरह भी देखते हैं कि जब वो pipeline लेके आ रहे हैं, they're cognizant too that we want to bring in women startups also. You know, hackathons हो रही हैं. NIC Karachi had a hackathon around women. So I think these are all very positive steps developing.
So someone asked, you have already mentioned so some of the key challenges that you had, but this was interesting. The second part of this question is, how has the progress been in the last decade specifically? Like, can you have like a timeline या arc or say when you started off, what's the progress in the past decade? Just like one timeline.
So, okay, so that's an interesting question. It makes me reflect on my own life. So, you know, I think about it, and I see that, you know, I did my undergrad and I made a career choice to go work in financial inclusion and microfinance. Then I did my master's at Harvard Kennedy School, and I moved towards tech and entrepreneurship. That's something I see. I also see, of course, now I've had an opportunity. I'm on boards of certain organizations. Earlier, I was not on boards. So that's a progression. I think my networks have become stronger. You know, पहले जब आप 20s में होते हैं, even early 30s में, you're still building your networks. Now I get asked a lot more for mentorship. You know, so all of those things are, and I love mentoring people. I think it's a two-way thing. You also learn a lot, right? वो होता है. Confidence बढ़ा है. But I'll tell you something, Fatma. Confidence is something जिसपे आपको हर वक्त काम करना होता है. You know, and I think as a woman, आपको और भी करना होता है. There are many times you're the only woman in the room. It still happens, right? And bringing your voice in, bringing in your ideas. You know, sometimes you underestimate yourself. You think 3 times before saying something. I remember when I was at Harvard in the leadership class, I spoke in the first class because आपको पता है वहाँ तो points होते हैं ना class
Yes.
I spoke in the first class और मैंने अपने आप को बड़ी शाबाश दी कि Sadaf, you've spoken, you know, Harvard class, 100 people sitting. उसके बाद 4 हफ्ते I couldn't say a word. I was like, what's going on? You know, कि क्या हो गया? And I was really struggling with it. And then it came to me, my struggle was that I was sitting at Harvard and I was telling myself, Sadaf, you've got to say something very impactful. Because you're sitting at Harvard, you know. So I think अगर हम अपना ego को ले आए ना तो फिर चीजें मुश्किल हो जाती हैं. तो एक चीज मैंने जो learn की है is to let go and to become comfortable with slowing down also at times. Break चाहिए, take the break. पहले मैं ऐसे नहीं करती थी. I've been so work centric, you know, and many of us do that. We're working in our 30s. I now feel I want to take some time out. That's why I went to Gilgit-Baltistan. I was like, let's look at projects there and also take some time off and enjoy those beautiful views. So self-care is something I have learned now. पहले मैं नहीं करती थी. Now I have learned कि अपनी health में invest करना, अपनी well-being में invest करना. सुबह को I take time out. I just sit and meditate. I play with our 2 kittens. It's such a nice time. So अपने लिए भी time निकालें, ये बहुत जरूरी है to stay in the game.
So this last question, and I think it's connected with this previous question. You have like shared some of very interesting and inspiring stories that you have come across over the journey. This person has asked that, is there any inspiring story or incident that stuck with you, and it's something that motivates you when you are down? Work personally, is there an incident that that's something that you take energy from when it's you are like कि नहीं कुछ progress और जब हम तब्दीली हमें बहुत चाहिए होती है जब वो नजर नहीं आ रही होती, so what one incident or thing that
So
motivates you on that front?
it's a great question, and I think एक incident को सोचने में तो मुझे time लगेगा, लेकिन ये मैं जरूर कह सकती हूँ कि when I was at Kashf and I would go out and speak to communities and to the women, और वो literally genuinely अपने heart से दुआएं देती थी, कि thank you for what you're doing, and I would be thinking, I'm doing my job. But yes, I love what I do, and I really believe in it, and it's a mission for me. I'm not just here because of work and job only. So that really kept me in the game. And I think now with Circle, what I'm doing, I mean, it's changed, right? I'm not delivering microfinance anymore. I'm now talking about tech and entrepreneurship. But I think what inspires me, what keeps me in the game, what keeps me going, because yes, there are difficult points. There are times when I even ask myself, "Ye main kyun kar rahi hu?" Because sometimes you have to raise funding, or वो आसानी से नहीं आ रही, और कुछ चीजें डिले हो रही हैं, कोई और इशू हो गया, and you feel like, is it worth it? Why am I doing it? And I think what grounds one is the Tech Karo students, their stories, like I shared with you, the She Loves Tech community, and when they say this is making a difference, we feel valued, we feel we're getting something out of this, we're feeling confidence, we feel we're part of a tribe. So ये सब चीजों से I think you feel, because you want to, I think as a human being, we want to do something bigger than yourself, right? You want to contribute. Every human being, I feel, wants to be part of something bigger than their own zat and their own individual being. So I feel very blessed I have been blessed that Allah has given me this opportunity, that I love what I do. I was able to find this, and I was able to recreate, because Fatma, after Kennedy School and Dubai and thing, I had to recreate, I had to reinvent myself. I didn't know where to start. And agar aap soche na, microfinance se technology or entrepreneurship, it was not a linear path.
Thank you so much for your time. This was very interesting, and hopefully we'll have you back, and maybe have some of your team members and your startups, anybody from your the network that you are creating. Thank you for the work that you do, and see you next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.